Connecticut has always been a leader on gun violence prevention.
Well, first at 6, President Biden scheduled to come to Connecticut today, nearly a year after national gun legislation was passed. We'll tell you what to expect from his visit.
And a former theater director is due back in court this morning. What he is being accused of doing that police say he did for years.
Also, a fish warning issued for several waterways in our state. We'll tell you why the state's urging you to be careful. That's all right here.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. First at 6, a quiet start to the day, but the haze is coming back. Good morning. Happy Friday to everyone. Thanks for starting your day off here. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning. We might get some rain to end the day, too. So let's get right over to meteorologist Matt Scott for more.
Good morning to you both. Yeah, rain's on the way. I got to tell you, the smoke is back a little bit. It is providing some beautiful sunrises this morning. Smoke returns to the skies a little bit. Rain coming in later tonight. That's a little bit, but a lot more for the weekend as it kind of makes Saturday, and then Sunday, Father's Day, may have a little rain too. Satellite radar picture, very light, very calm, not much to worry about for now. Rain on the doorstep. Central Pennsylvania over into the Appalachian spine of West Virginia. Temperatures not bad. 54 to 50, actually, look at this, 63 already in Chester, 54 in Willimantic. We've got 60 in Hartford, 58 in New Haven. Temperatures on the way up to just about where they need to be again. We're going to go for 80 degrees. Not much in the way of rain. We got clouds first. The rain doesn't come till tonight. We'll time it out for tonight. We'll time it out for tomorrow. Stand by. I've got that in a few minutes. Symphony Privet has put on her traffic hat this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Let's take a look at how the morning commute is shaping up so far on this Friday. And we are looking good in the 6 o'clock hour. We are accident free so far statewide. Taking a look at the Hartford drive times this morning, 91 84, Route 2 looking good. As we take a live look at I-91 in East Hartford, traffic volume starting to pick up just a little bit, but it's smooth sailing out there. Same case over in New Haven this morning as we check out the drive times there. 91 from New Haven to the 95 connector. Not bad at all. 2 minutes. 95 north from West Haven to New Haven. That's going to take you about 4 minutes. A little bit of a slowdown on 95 from New Haven to Bridgeport. But looking along the shoreline this morning, all clear. As we know, that area usually gets pretty congested throughout the morning. We'll have another look at traffic and what you need to know about President Biden's visit and how that will impact traffic later on today, coming up at 6:30.
Symphony, thanks so much. All right, well, at 6:03, Symphony just mentioned it. President Biden is coming here to Connecticut to speak at the National Safer Communities Summit at the University of Hartford.
He is one of many speakers, including some state leaders and advocates. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live at the college already this morning with more on what we can expect from the visit. Brooke, good morning.
Well, good morning to you both. As stricter gun control continues to be a pretty hot topic across the country, President Biden today is joining in on that conversation in person here in Connecticut, but he's also going to mark the one-year anniversary of the Safer Communities Act, which is a pretty strict federal legislation that was signed into law last year. Now, today, President Biden will be a key speaker here at this summit, along with other notable speakers such as Senators Richard Blumenthal and Chris Murphy, Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont, Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin, advocates for stricter gun laws, and many more. They'll not only be debating the success of the work already done, but also speaking on the work that still needs to be done. This coming after the Safer Communities Act was signed into law by Biden last summer. The federal law enforces stricter background checks, protects domestic violence victims, provides communities with violent crime prevention funding, and improves family and children's mental health services. Now, just last week, Governor Lamont signed into law new legislation that would crack down on repeat offenders and limit the number of guns that can be bought per month. Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy says having the president support the state's desire for increased gun laws is a good step.
I'm excited that the president is coming to Connecticut to talk about how we've used this law to save lives and how much work we still have to do.
Now, this isn't the first time that a president has actually spoken here at UHeart. Former President Barack Obama was here in 2013, also talking about needing stricter gun laws. And of course, that was in the wake of the Sandy Hook school shooting just the year before. Live in West Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Hey, Brooke, thank you.
Of course, the president is expected to land at Bradley International at about 12:40 this afternoon. He's then going to head over to the University of Hartford.
Yeah, of course, his exact route it is going to take to get there is going to be kept secret for security reasons. But if you're in the Windsor Locks, Windsor, West Hartford, or Hartford area in that time, just be prepared for highway and road closures, and that does include Interstate 91.
Connecticut's news station will have live team coverage for the president's visit to our state. We're going to be watching the event all day long from the University of Hartford, and you can also watch the president's remarks streaming live on fox61.com.
Well, today, a former Southington theater director is expected to appear in court. 45-year-old Daniel Shakovitz is accused of having inappropriate contact with multiple children from 2008 to 2016. The accusation was made in 2017. In addition, Shakovitz is facing a civil lawsuit that was filed 2 years after that.
The man accused of killing his mother during a 2016 fishing trip has died in prison while awaiting trial. Nathan Carmen's cause of death is unknown right now. Officials say he was found dead alone in his cell at about 2:30 Thursday morning. We do know that Carmen left a note for his lawyers. We don't know what that says. His trial was set to begin in October.
Well, this morning, Groton police are asking for your help finding a man who's been missing for nearly a year. Police said that 28-year-old Max J. Scott was last seen leaving a home on South Road around 2 o'clock in the morning on June 26th of last year. They said they believe he was walking back to his home on Quincy Court while carrying a backpack. Please call the Groton police if you can help with their search.
And this morning, Middletown police are still working to find whoever is behind this week's string of vandalism aimed at people displaying pride flags. Now, the first one happened on Tuesday on Prospect Street. Police say someone covered their car with food, and that same day on Liberty Street, someone smeared feces on the homeowner's side door. On Wednesday, police responded to Grove Street for a report of feces on a window with a racial slur. And then yesterday, police say someone on High Street smeared feces on a vehicle and on a front door. On Liberty Street, someone smeared feces on a front porch window. Police say all of the residents targeted were displaying a pride flag on their property. None of the homeowners could identify a suspect. Anyone with information is asked to call Middletown police.
Well, this morning, after 3 weeks on the picket lines, long-term caregivers and group home workers have ended their strike. Union leaders with SEIU 1199 said they've negotiated new 2-year contracts. They take effect in July and can be open for negotiations after 1 year. About 20,000 employees will see raises of about $1.25 an hour in the first year, so they'll go up from $17.25 to about $18.50 an hour. Now, Governor Ned Lamont said he applauds everyone for working together to reach an agreement. He said, with the assistance of funding provided by the recently enacted bipartisan budget for fiscal years 2024 and 2025, these labor agreements will support wage increases that will help with recruitment and retention of essential staff.
Well, this morning, state officials are warning people to not eat fish that's caught in certain rivers here in our state. Now, this is for fish caught in 11 rivers, which includes the Lower Farmington, Housatonic, Notchog, Willimantic, Chautauqua, Naugatuck, and Connecticut rivers. The warning comes as officials evaluate the PFAS concentrations in fish tissues sampled between 2017 and 2020. PFAS is a chemical related to PFAS.